Hello, welcome to another weekly update of my progress on my debut novel of the Time Travel Café. I'm currently at 26,688 words, and this week I managed to put down 2,976 words. So a lot of that actually was pre-writing the first chapter. I spent a lot of the week figuring out a lot of the minutiae of all the characters' feelings about where they are when the novel starts. So we start the novel with the cafe imploding, and essentially everything's falling apart. And all of the characters, the five characters who are trapped there, they're in a state of, we are ready to escape. And this is our moment. So Joan of Arc, Ernest Hemingway, John Dee, Marie Antoinette, and Cleopatra, they're all ready to escape because they've been living in this prison of the Time Travel Cafe. And so a lot of the work this week was spent pre-writing, brainstorming, and then setting out the beat outline for where these characters are at and how they can get out of the cafe with some sort of plan. Just imagine people locked in a prison and then all of a sudden there's a riot. Okay, I'm ready for this. So I did write the first chapter last week and something just wasn't right. It just felt, it was fun. I got some cool ideas in there world building wise, but how they actually felt about their escape, it wasn't sitting right with me. So a lot of the work I've spent this week to get this chapter making sense was, how do they talk about the cafe? How do they feel about their being trapped there? And what are the terms of their imprisonment? Like, has someone told them that they're trapped there? Is spacefall technology malicious in how they've trapped them? And is there someone overseeing this kind of order of these characters in the cafe? Like, I want that to make sense. I want the reader to think, oh yeah, this is this imprisonment is something that I could understand being sanctioned by a company. And so just the ins and outs of how that would work. That's what I've been working on this week. So the first chapter, again, is almost done, but I've more or less rewritten it. I've taken some key scenes that I've already written and I've kind of modified them in a way. As a result of the work I did this week, each scene in the first chapter has its own story beat, and as a result of that, I've been able to introduce characters that were saved for much later, much earlier in this book, because I realized this inciting incident needs a guide. And so the guides have been introduced, and they're very compelling characters. They're people who know a lot about the world of time travel, and they're being introduced in the first chapter, which obviously makes a lot of sense, but here they are. So that's the weekly update for this week. I hope you enjoy reading all the snippets I'm releasing on the social media, and I'll see you again next week.